What's going on, everybody? Frantically trying to get the stream working. I think I've got it though. I think I've got it. Tonight we are going to be welding a R33 Catch can. Oh, the audio sounds okay. Excellent. I've got a new microphone tonight, so should be a bit better than it was last night. I privated last night's stream just so nobody accidentally sits through it again, since it was just a whole bunch of trying to figure out how to get things working again. So having a couple of issues with cameras still, just in my quick test that I was doing. I think I might have fixed it. It looks like absolute trash over there at the computer, but I'm wondering if I've got the majority of the stream plugged into a docking station for a laptop, and I'm wondering if I can run two docking stations, one for the internet and the lazy cameras, and then the other one for the audio and the two main cameras, or splitting the cameras, whatever. If anybody sees this and they know something about running multiple docks, I think I'm just going to try it. It's not a cheap exercise, that's all. But I'm sort of running out of ideas or ways. I guess apart from buying a whole new desktop, which was what I was trying to avoid this whole time. I do need to I just need to jump into this program. Let me close this. So I grabbed myself a metronome for my desktop tonight to try and see about that. I've just got to reprogram these buttons. Bear with me a second. Okay, so the buttons are working, which is excellent. All right, we are a little bit further along than we were yesterday. Might leave this. Let's go over here. I might leave the mouse on the bench just so we can access that metronome. So last night I was running the standard collet body and a number 5 cup. I'm pretty happy with this tungsten that's in there at the moment. It is really nicely bowled. So the goal for this month is for me to work on my technique rather than mess around with settings like we've been doing in the past. So because we've messed around with settings so much, I think we've got a pretty good idea on what is good or what works well. So I'm going to go back to my gas lens, number 5 gas cup, obviously, 2.4mm, 2% serrated tungsten. I do have some lanthanated tungsten on the table tonight too, so if we dip, we are going to be mixing and matching depending on how many times we dip. So we'll get our standard collet body out of here. Just pop it in here for now. I have also been working on, just while I just saw the original in there, I've been working on redesigning my little TIG handles. So these are stubby I think they're 140 long, 14 centimeters. What I've done is I've made them a bit chunkier. I kind of want a firmer feel in them. But I'm trying to figure out how to make them in 2 halves. I don't know if that's going to focus there, but I'm working on 2 halves. Obviously, making them in 2 halves is quite easy, but I'm trying to print them in one go and then have them be able to split. I've done a couple of tests, and so far I haven't got the gap in here good enough for them to easily split apart. So I just think like when basically when a waterline bursts is really the issue, but to be able to get in there easy would be so nice if they were in 2 halves. Anyway, just a side project that I've been working on the side, and we will get those. I've been putting my 3D prints up on Colts. If you ever see anything that I'm using, it's either up on Colts or ask me for it. I'm thinking I'd like to put them on my website to sort of be able to see the traffic. But yeah, I put them on Colts for a couple of bucks. Okay, so the one we welded last night, we'll just put in under here. Just going to weld the 1 catch can tonight. What did I do with that? Again, just to sort of test the streaming setup, since I have made some fairly major changes. And 2, I would really like to, we'll see if it happens, I'd really like to get away a little bit earlier tonight, but not the end of the world if I don't. I'm just going to wipe this guy down with a little bit of isopropyl. And let's get on to the machine. It's got the machine on my right now. It's been on my left for the last few streams. When we first started, it was on the right, and the main. I like it on my right because it's how I like to access the machine, but also like the cable and everything is on the right. I don't know. I think we moved it across because it was interfering. Like the EMF was causing a problem. But anyway, I've put the computer in a case now, so we shall see. So the settings are as we left off last night. So we're auto. How well can you see that? Auto, pre-flow, and post-flow. No pulse. We're on the Optima wave here, 90 Hertz and -36 on the AC balance. And we are 110 amps max on the foot pedal there. Now in testing, every time I've come to this setting screen, it has made another camera drop out. So I've tried really hard to fix that. But it may still be an issue as we go on tonight. What else do we need to do? We need to test the gas. Okay, so we're just going for about 7 litres. So we're just a little bit over 7 litres there. It's almost bang on 7 litres. 7 litres a minute there. I have already welded this seam at the bottom here. It was a huge gap. I just did hear that. I guess that's not a welding screen, so it shouldn't. The cable that I'm using for the microphone is not insulated. So that feedback, I don't know if you guys even heard that, we'll see later. So I have welded this huge gap already. I use some 2.4mm filler. It was a really large gap. But we'll jump on the back of this guy here and let's see if I can stand this camera up. But I've added a light to this camera and it blinds me while I'm looking at the screen, so I can't really see the screen very well. We'll get on top of all this stuff. It's like starting fresh all the time. So everything's set, everything's good to go. I'm going to weld around the back of this tank and just get a bit of heat into the part first up. I must remember to put you in a welding screen. We could probably just use a fraction more gas there. We'll just pop it up just a little bit. We are traveling pretty well here. As I bring this camera closer, I can see less and less. You can see how much it's blowing out my face. Yeah, not too bad cruising around that. We'll keep on going with, but like I said, this month, or for the rest of this month, really focusing on my technique. So I'm going to go back to basics using a metronome while I'm welding. We will remake some of these shaped props and figure all that out as we go. See how annoying that that metronome is for you guys. I can just put it in my ear so you guys don't have to hear it, but we'll see how we go. felt like I was going to have an aneurysm trying to drown out that music at the same time listening to a metronome. So we will figure that out. I think we're pretty well in focus with the weld puddle. You can see up the top here, the first 40 seconds before the audio of the welding screen kicked in, I was welding off of the metronome or along with the metronome. You can definitely see a consistency change. And just along here, I was just battling with the beat of the music and the beat of the metronome. I could not. I thought my brain was going to pop for a second. So we're on the right track. Just let me dive into the welding screen and see if I can sort the microphone situation out. What microphone is that? Mic. It's one of them. All right. Well, we have a welding mic. I don't know if you will get to see or hear rather the metronome. We'll figure something out. I think this is something that I'll play with this month. We'll figure something out in regards to either having it on the screen or trying to figure out a way for it to translate over to the stream. I could probably link it to one of the buttons on a scene change. Alright, I'm going to weld in this filter basket. You see it over here. Weld in the filter basket. I'm going to keep these same settings and we're just going to give that a go. almost setting my finger on fire. Definitely need to give up on this trying to do it with these straight current settings. The pulse settings for that filter basket weld are so much better. And I definitely need to just give up on trying to use this straight current setting. I don't know why I'm persisting with it. I think, you know, just for fun, I guess. But yeah, not super happy with that weld. We've definitely done a hell of a lot better in the past. So officially, we'll try and remember not to use that setting in future. So we're going to weld this curve. Now we'll start from the back here, work our way down, and we'll come up to here, reposition, and then we'll do this last little section. We'll just tap a couple of these little spots down. I'll get a tack on there first, and we'll be good to go. Okay, that was quite nice. I deviated on this upswing bit from the metronome a little bit. Just to, I think as I'm getting some heat into the part, things are changing slightly. Definitely not winning with this welder camera light situation, but It's much better than it was last night, that's for sure. So really happy with the weld that came down here. It definitely looks a hell of a lot better in person than it does on the little camera that I'm looking at, but I don't quite know how to make that better. I think the light needs to be up and over. I think if we did something like that with the light situation. I just got an LED strip on there at the moment, trying to help this little camera out. G'day Chris, welcome. Big day at work, or you got is it still school holidays? But welcome all the same. Hope you had an awesome day. So cruise through and weld the top now. We can get a chill block on this thing. Just going to persist with welding it out in one go. I will cool it down with some compressed air if need be. We'll see how we go. Yeah, man, I'm having an awesome day today. It's a little bit hectic, but it's definitely not bad hectic at the moment. Just a lot of little things to deal with. Holidays have finished. Awesome. Oh, I assume that's awesome. Flat out at work. Good to hear, man. As long as it's good busy and not bullshit busy. Wasn't super comfortable then. I wish I took a minute. I was about 2 inches in when I realized how incredibly uncomfortable my seating position was. God, I can't see the screen past this light. Yeah, I had my leg propped up, and then I had my elbow propped up on my leg, and I got myself into a bind. Looks pretty good from this direction. I don't think we get into that direction at all. But I guess just verbalizing that is what we're here for this week, or this month rather. Just take more time, take more care, stop rushing. Don't know why I'm always rushing. Don't know where to go really. Let's try again. Okay, yeah, that was pretty nice. So very much focusing on the metronome, which really tightens up my my dabs there. How can I get this down here? Let me do one of these. Where's the slot? Try that. It might overweight the little arm here. Where are we looking? We're here somewhere. I'm in the wrong spot somehow. God, I'm having a hard time. How can I show you when I can't get the camera to line up with the bloody workpiece? Along the back here, really happy with how that went. And again, really trying to focus on the sound of the metronome. And I had a couple of instances, which I don't know if I can actually show you, but a couple of instances there where I had to sort of reset. And instead of dabbing on the tick, I was moving on the tick and vice versa, which is the beauty of the metronome over using a pulse setting. But that is apart from this last little bit at the end, but that is a really nice, beautiful, uniform weld. Same across the front there. Really happy with the consistency of the dabs there. We are definitely onto something, probably even slowing down that metronome. It might make me space the dabs, but I think, I really think it's a practice thing at this point. I think that I've been blaming the settings too much instead of my technique. I really do. Tired of rushing. Yeah, me too, man. And it's just for me, it's self-inflicted. Like I'm just like, there's a million things going on, and I'm constantly stopping and starting and trying to do it all at once. And it just leads to more to rushing. Whereas if I just did one thing, saw it through, did the next thing, just in a right now, just feel like I'm just in a constant state of panic. I don't feel panicked. Just the best way that I can describe it. Just a lot going on. feels really nice along there. I seem to be getting a sort of a rough weld on that last couple of inches. I had it on that backside there as well. Just you can see a difference, and I'm wondering if that's my actual seating position. I actually think that's what it is. I think I'm just running out of runway. I used to actually have this prop mounted differently, and I've tried to do it like this to sort of streamline what's on the bench, but let me see if I can get my, yeah, that might be a bit better, get my position a bit further over, which might entail moving this. So this is almost locked in place because of the rotary table underneath. That is as far over as I can get the rotary table, but the rotary table is only for welding the fittings on, really. So nearly walked off with my helmet on. So we'll move it around now and see if we can find a better welding position. There's got a bit of grease on here. It's either from the last time I cleaned my table, excuse me, which I used some WD-40 there, or it's the oil leaking out of the bearing. Either way, not the end of the world. So we'll move over closer to the prop. I weld on this side of the table. I probably can't really show you there because of the legs. So instead of having legs in the corners, I've got 2 legs in the middle, 600 spacing on the legs instead of 1200 spacing, to be able to tuck the machine and the drawers underneath the bench, conserve a little bit of space. The other thing that I think I need to play with is whether or not I weld across my body or towards me. I often weld slightly towards myself, and that really limits my ability to travel as well, as far as getting that last 2 inches. The undulation in that last 2 inches. Where's my helmet? But this is the deep dive, and I'm all for it at the moment. Okay, yeah, that definitely wasn't comfortable for my torch holding hand. Much more comfortable for my feed hand. Gonna have to figure that out. I think maybe going back a little bit. If we go back, where are we? We're normally here. If we go back to doesn't work that way. We need to go like that's going to be a bigger job than just moving this. Let's just rip one. It's got a magnet from the rotary table underneath there, stopping the little locator bolt going through. So that's not any different. Let's go back one. I'm not welding anymore tonight, but just sort of walking and talking right now. If we were back here, this might be actually a more comfortable position. Yeah, that might actually be a lot better. I think a lot of compromises have been made to try and keep orientated with that rotary table that's built into the bench. I do have an idea in my head for how to make that rotary table line up with any one of these holes, like a pulley system underneath, but I don't think it's a battle that I particularly want to fight at the moment. So for the time being, it is just going to be like this. Worth it if I find a better outcome with the welds. Yeah, I think so. It's really consistency for me. So I keep, looking at these photos and videos and stuff, and like looking at the older ones, thinking the quality's better, and then I come in here and look at the physical product. Like those Evo 6 tanks we did not that long ago, and the weld quality was phenomenal, but on the day, I actually thought it was not that consistent. This is good. Really happy with those places where I really followed the metronome. Can I get rid of this light? Is that no? That is doing a lot. I think this light needs to be like dead above. We'll figure that out. I'm getting distracted. I think we've done phenomenal, made phenomenal headway on acquiring some consistency. Like, look at that there. I don't know how well you can see that. I'm not sure if it's blurry for you as well, but that is super consistent where it is consistent. So I think we know it's possible. I just want to see it, like 90% of the time. Anyway, that's what I've got for tonight. I did spend a little bit of time trying to set the stream up. I did manage to get a key light up here, and tried out this. This was a failed experiment, I think. This LED strip here. I think, I think I've got an idea for the lighting. It seems like above lighting is what this camera really needs. For me to, it's really just to be able to show you the welds better. But anyway, I will spend a little bit of time tomorrow and try and dial that in a bit better. And I need to get the Facebook page on these screens as well, which I'll endeavour to do tomorrow. And we'll certainly work towards a more interactive metronome. But that's all, that's just me speaking out loud to try and be accountable for improving, making this stream better, all that good stuff. But the cameras kept working. I didn't check the settings. Did that guy stay on? Yes. 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 So successful stream. Considering there's a bit of rubbish going on the computer, but that's beside the point. I think we're back. I think we'll figure out these niggling things, and we're back streaming again. That's it. Chris, thanks for jumping in the chat. I really, really appreciate it. Anyone who came along tonight and was checking out what I've got going on, thank you so much. I really appreciate you spending the time. I haven't gone live on Facebook because I wasn't actually thinking that the stream would work with all the changes in the back end that I've made. So tomorrow, let's jump into Facebook as well and get that stream up on there also. There's a Facebook group for this stream, which is Getting Better at TIG Welding. If you want to join, jump on there and join and post up your projects. I really want to see what you guys are working on. I am so interested to see things other than catch cans being made. That would be really awesome, and we'll get a link circulating in the chat and on the screen, so you guys can find that a little bit easier. And I will endeavour to do that tomorrow, but I'll definitely get that done before next week's stream. But I'll be back tomorrow night. Got some Evo 7 catch cans, another R33 catch can, and I'm making a ton of R34 catch cans, which is one of those ones that I really love. I have tried, Chris, I used to exclusively weld with 2.4 filler. Big wide, big dabs. But I actually really like the finish with the 1.6 filler. Don't get those really big. I've got one upstairs actually that would be perfect to demonstrate, but basically with the bigger weld, it just looks like. It looks horrible. I was going to say it looks like garbage. I don't know where I've picked that up from. It looks horrible powder coated, whereas these nice smooth welds look super, super neat powder coated. So really looking for that really nice edge rollover. What I would like to do, and I tried it on the bottom here. I used to just really feed a lot of wire in with the small filler. But yeah, that's what we'll work on this week, man. I appreciate any thoughts or advice. I definitely think the metronome is definitely something that I need to get back into, and let's spend some time figuring out seating position and workpiece position. But yeah, I appreciate that. Long weekend, worn out from the weekend. Did you get to go camping or anything, or just work? Yeah, that's it. What else do I need to tell you guys? The VOD after the video goes live up on YouTube. If you guys are watching this after it was live, you can hit the like button. That helps out. If you're new and you like what we've got going on here and you haven't subscribed yet, hit the subscribe button. I try and stream 3 times a week, and I am trying to make a commitment to make more YouTube videos as well, which has been part of this moving the stream around to try and free up a couple of cameras to be able to do that. So if there's anything you want to see, we've had a suggestion of the CNC machine, the settings and how it works, or how I cut with it. And last night Andrew suggested a workshop tour, so a couple of those videos I would like to do. Pretty keen to do some like vloggy type videos, just showing some odds and sods, and some build videos, so building a catch can from start to finish. Something I can't do on stream, but we can do in video. So I'd love thoughts and feedback on everything that I've got going on here to make it more interesting for all of you. Wild dog problem, yeah. That'll keep you up all weekend, out hunting, I assume. Good on you, man. But I'm gonna log off now, and I'll be back tomorrow. Hopefully I see you tomorrow, Chris, and we can continue chatting. But always Facebook group or PM me if you need to. Take it easy, everybody. I will see you tomorrow night, and have a great night.